Oni-chan! And we're back to Sepia tears. Mark. Huh? What was that? I look around and momentarily spot a figure, but it disappears before my eyes. Strange, she looked familiar. Meh! Can't be that important! 2 weeks later, I look back at that moment as the first in a series of very, very silly assumptions. Mark, you're actually... Mark, you're actually early! Lucas, do you have a cold? A familiar voice welcomes me in from the cold. In front of me stands a young man that I've known since the beginning of high school. That's someone that I sometimes wish I didn't know. On time is more like it. We have barely 5 minutes until the bell. That's still an accomplishment coming from you. Oh hey, did you bring your notes for the presentation? My other friend, Lillian, voices her question politely, unlike a certain little sister. Well, Rin was on the computer until midnight and my laptop needed recharging, and your house was constructed without power outlets, of course. Fine, I'll print them out at lunch. And there goes the bell. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually looking forward to a boring lecture if it means I can relax. The teacher's voice drones on, and on, and on. I only know one way to escape. Jumping out the window might have long-term consequences though, so I'll be content with staring through it. Whenever I'm bored at school, I always like looking out at the weather and thinking about how I'd rather be anywhere but here. Although fortune has treated me with nothing but a sadistic little sister and a pile of unfinished homework this morning, so maybe I'm better off in class after all. Mark! Am I hearing things? Mark! It's just like this morning. Is this someone's stupid idea of a prank? I'm sure it's just some kid with nothing better to do with their time, but I can't forget that. Alright, I know what I have to do. Stop while the ghosts are coming through. Pinpointing the source of the sound, I spin around and glare at my target. She's not getting away this time. The class stares at me. Lucas turns around. I sit back down, awkwardly. Lunch, finally. No matter how many years pass by, nothing beats the taste of cold meat and freedom. It's quiet. Too quiet. Lucas sighs audibly and I follow. I still don't get how Rin can sacrifice her lunch break to study for a test when she's hardly ever studies at home. It's far from the strangest thing she's done. Point taken. So, how was that game I went to? Oh, right. To be honest, I'm not really into those dating Screw you, Mark! They're not dating sims if they don't have statistics! Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll check it out when I get time. Right now I'm busy with... I was about to say schoolwork, but that lie won't last a second. Stuff. Yeah, stuff. Oh yeah, I don't have face cam. Mark, you know what this means, don't you? I really think I can see the sunlight glint off of those glasses. This means you have yet to experience modern Japanese visual culture in all its glory! Can you please shut up now? Surely you found yourself taking a peek at Rin's DVD collection at some point in the past 16 years. Haven't you ever felt discontented with the path the story takes? I'll take that as a no. Protagonists always have plot armor in suspense stories, and the main heroine always wins in romances. That's not true. That's not true. Screw you. That's not true. We had Tomoyo after. We had Shuffle. And protagonists don't always have plot armor. Even aside from being dumbed down by the awkward transition between two inherently different mediums, have you ever felt like the story isn't working? Does it not feel like the main character is a brainless idiot and that you could do a much better job than him? Yes. Right now, for instance. Haven't you ever felt like giving that idiotic protag a punch in the face and telling him to choose the shy, innocent library girl over that deceitful Nei-chan Kara, who can't go on a date without thinking about her little brother? Asterisk. Thinking, what could this possibly be referring to? Probably School Days. I've never seen it or read it. Don't judge me! The statement may contain a slight amount of bias. At any rate, there's only one solution to problems like these. You play the game. I sense an evil chuckle as he finishes, as if he wants to add, and soon you'll... Actually, let me get into character. I sense an evil chuckle as he finishes, as if he wants to add, and soon you'll be just like me. Join us in the dark side! Well, like I said, I'll get to it eventually. Lucas kicks his feet up. It really is a good game, though. And the school uniforms kind of resemble ours, don't you think? As much as I hate to admit it, he's right. Our school is infamous for its elaborate uniforms that don't match its academic reputation. That isn't going to make me play it any faster. Then I'll bother you every day until you do. Do you dare to underestimate my persistence? The school bell signals the end of lunch and we head to class. Away from each other, thankfully. I did it. It took a few years, but I did it. I made it back, and it won't be long before I talk to him again. What the heck? A clock ticks in the background as a girl gazes pensively out the window. I'm getting nervous just thinking about it. Nervous and a little excited. It's been so long. What will I do if he's changed? This whole plan would be pointless. I have to stay calm. I know what I'm doing, and I thought it all through. Just stick to the script. But I'm nervous. So nervous. I like sunsets. I really do. I could live without long walks on the beach, but sunsets, they're special. Cliché doesn't have to make things less special. Not that it matters much. Storybook romances stay in the storybooks. It's just nice to catch a glimpse of story sometimes, be it the MP3 shuffle gods granting divinely selected background music, or perfect twilight after a day of rain. Here, thanks again for the help. Don't worry about it, it's not like I have anything better to do. I slide down from the windowsill, but my feet hesitate. Something about the red tint of the classroom and Lillian's smile is discomforting. Discomforting and uncannily familiar. Does the school library always get this much work? I can see why you asked for a hand. No, the school library usually maintains itself with the help of the teachers. We just have some extra things to take care of before the end of the term. Paperwork, mostly. Sounds tough. All work and no pay. I think you mean play. Wait, you're getting paid? No, but... Well, there you go. You win this one. Anyway, I was trying to say I don't mind the extra work. We help out because we want to, right? Though it's nice to have an extra pair of hands from time to time. Ah, right. Besides, you always end up owing me favors. This is just one of them. Shall we head home? Yeah, let's go. I grab my bag and rush to hold the door. It could be nice to stay back after school, can't it? On the occasion. The weather is nice today. I try to find something other than the weather to comment on, but... It's always cold in the winter, but it feels good when you're inside. It's like you're looking at a snow globe. Does that make sense? Now that you mention it, I don't think it does. It made sense in my head. Don't worry about it, I know what you mean. Do you? I think. What? It couldn't have been that important, right? I suppose. Lillian smiles wryly and about something and walks up ahead, frizzy hair lit by the sun. We walked alone for the next few minutes, then I tried to nonchalantly wave goodbye. I can't shake the feeling that something was off about her today. Maybe I'm imagining things thanks to that voice in my head, but she almost seems as tense as me. I'd better head home before Rin starts worrying and prepares to glomp me when I enter the house. I turn to walk home, but... Mark! Okay, that's it. The world just isn't normal today. Mark! I'm getting to the bottom of this. Or for a few seconds to pretend not to notice before spinning around. It's a girl. She stands out. Long purple hair and a red ribbon swaying in the breeze. She reappears in an alleyway to my left, and I see her lips move. Blow me! The minute I step forward, she points to her right. It's the road that leads back to my school. I look back at her, or at least I would have, had she not already disappeared. That arrogant. Alright, now she's really done it. I'll run through this town all night if I have to. You're messing with the wrong guy! Before I realize it, the sky darkens and clouds drift in. From time to time, I catch a glimpse of something white out of a corner of my eye, but it disappears before I can identify it. She's deliberately dashing through the side streets, and she always seems to be exactly one street ahead. I gasp for breath as I reach the school building. The girl stands daintily at its entrance. You! Stop! She grins and runs inside. She has a graceful quality about her. I say run, but it's more like she's gliding. Of course it's not going to stop me. Catch a glimpse of her feet at the bottom of the staircase. To the left hall. You're running out of places to run. Stairs? Again? No, wait, these are the stairs to the roof. Why is the door unlocked in the first place? No matter, it's over now. You're finished! The sky turned black before I realized it, and snow drifts cautiously down. The last piece of the puzzle falls into place. The purple-haired girl, the snow, the black sky. I saw it all in my dream. She is literally the girl of my dreams. The girl looks at me from the edge of a roof. Thank you for following me, Mark. Oh, how many things should I be yelling at her? Wait. Oh, how many things should I be yelling at her for right now? But I can't. My mind isn't functioning like it should. Scattered images from a time I'd rather forget flash through it. First of all, let me apologize for luring you out like this. It was the only way I could talk to you alone. She steps closer. Of all the things I want to say, only one line comes out. Who are you? Don't worry yourself over minor details like that. You will remember me soon enough. Soon enough? What kind of vague hint is that? The past will fall into place eventually. It has a habit of doing that. She pauses and looks up at the sky. The snow collects on her hair. You might not remember me yet, but I remember you. I've been waiting to see you for a long, long time. She points her eyes at me and I can't look away. Will you help me, Mark? Will you accompany me long enough for you to recover your memories? That's a strange request. My thoughts vanish. I nod unthinkingly. I will, but you owe me something first. Tell me your name. I feel her warmth before we even touch. She walks up to me and pauses an inch away, breath turning to mist. Mira. Mira. I hear her name, and the ribbon flutters before me. The memories taunt me. I've seen her, seen this, but... Cold breeze strikes me as she steps back. I'll visit you someday soon. In the meantime, if you ever need me, come to this rooftop by yourself when the sky turns black. If you call out to me, I'll come to you. What are you, a vampire? Maybe. A ghost? She smiles faintly. I'll leave that up to you. One by one, her footsteps grow distant. Well then, goodbye, my... Her final words are lost as she steps off the edge of a roof, committing suicide. Wait, steps off the edge? What the... I dash to the edge of the roof as fast as I can and look down, but she's nothing. Wait, there's nothing. Not even a footprint on the freshly fallen snow. My head is spinning. I don't want to think. I don't want to... It's there, and it keeps coming back. I see her and... What was it she called herself? The person I wish I never met. Is she here to haunt me? To kill me? But then why do I feel so... The girl in the sunset watches me. Like a figure in a fading photograph, she watches me. Like a portrait, like yourself in a house of mirrors, watching. Always watching. Judging. Always judging. She just won't blink. All the while, the snow continues to fall. Mira's figure dances through my mind, trapping me somewhere between curiosity and awe. It's the beginning of winter. As the snow dusts through the city streets, I can't help imagining that her footprints will turn up very, very soon. Saturday, December 11th. Day 2, Winter Strolls. Darkness. Everlasting darkness, the blackness is thick, mud-like. I look around me, but it's clear that I'm the only one here. But there should be another. She might be enjoying hide-and-seek, but I have a hunch that she isn't very good at it. My heart races alongside my feet. The change of music so quickly. Ah, what's going on? My body feels light. Just a little more. She's close. I know it. This song. I know I've heard it before, but where? Mega Man? Ah! Rin, I'm warning you. If that song continues for another minute, I'll... Who the heck leaves their ringtone on max on a Saturday morning? The next thing I hear is the sound of rushing water to prepare for the morning. There's something odd about the lucidity of that dream. 2 days in a row, too. Unless is Mira's doing, somehow. Except no, this can't be anything more than a coincidence. I'll approach it logically. For one thing, I never did figure out how she disappeared from the roof. She couldn't have jumped to the ground from that distance, much less without a single footprint. There's a soft noise after she jumped, but that was it. Maybe she jumped into a balcony or something. But then where did she disappear to? Although the real question is why anyone would do that to begin with. She knew what school I went to, too. Does she know where I live? She somehow knew what route I take home. But if she knows me, why do I not recognize her? She must be a stalker. No. No, this is all wrong! All wrong! The dream doesn't make sense! None of this makes sense. It doesn't even matter. If she wants to dig up my memories, she'll have to try harder than that. Alright then, breakfast. I thought before Rin for once, this is more rare of an occurrence than it should be. Morning, Oni-chan! I glare at her. She stops. So, was that one of your friends calling this morning? Yeah, sort of. I told her to call last night, but she missed me, so... She scratches the back of her head and gives her best, oops, sorry, Nook. You know, that ringtone of yours woke me up this morning. Really? Sorry. That's not bad for a fake blush, but it's not superb. 6 out of 10. Did I mention that I was having a nice dream when I was so rudely awoken? Oh, were you dreaming of Lillian? Of course not! I still have a coffee mug down, but it doesn't earn as much as a flinch. Instead... Oh, so you weren't dreaming about her! Then what are you complaining about? By the way, you're going to Lucas's place to study today, right? The tables have turned. Perhaps. Oh, okay. You were going to fail your exams and repeat the year with me in your class then. Well then, you know what you have to do. It's cold! Mark, I'm the one who should be saying that! It's freezing! Neither of us are willing to step into the attack range of the Icy Wind. Icy Wind 0P! Please nerf game developer! Ugh. Gaia, nerf it, please! Are you sure you want to go through with this? It's not like we're actually going to study. I know, but he got the new Culpable Axel game, don't you understand? What the hell is Culpable Axel? It's cheap Japanese-style censorship, you'll never guess what we're really talking about. Well, might as well guess Golden Axe. And who exactly is they? You know, them, the Illuminati. No one's listening! Although with Mira around, I can't be so sure. Rin and I walk over to Lucas's place without any mishaps, plus or minus a few frozen fingers. Ooh, I hope he turned the heat on. I can't play if my fingers are cold. Don't worry, I'm sure he's comfortably huddled up in front of his computer. You'll see. The bell rings and no one answers. What? That's odd. I just called. He said he would be here. I'm gonna freeze to death out here! Are you at least a little worried that I'll freeze to death as well? Oh, Mark, how silly! You know I'll be gone before you! That's not the response I was looking for. Well, looks like there's only one thing we can do! Rin glares mischievously at the door. I have a bad feeling about this, and I know I pronounced mischievous wrong. 1, 2... Ah! Poisoning Angel Dokuro-chan! What's this? A heavenly silhouette has come to harvest my soul already? Life is what it is, I suppose. Goodbye, cruel world! Oh, god, it is bludgeoning angel to Kuro-chan. Oh, Christ! Ouch. What just happened? I'm greeted by Rin's worried face. Alright, that's enough. I'm alive right. No need to curse me further. That was dangerous. Don't you know you shouldn't run to someone with your temple? Someone could have gotten hurt. Someone. Her eyes do seem a little teary, though. Rin, just so you know, it isn't polite to charge into other people's front doors without permission. Oh! Sorry. This makes the pulsing in my head a tad more bearable. Or maybe that's just a cold. Ah, look, there he is! Hey! Sorry I'm late, I had to run out and grab some things for lunch. Did I keep you waiting long? He looks around. There's an indentation of the snow scattered around his walkway. Ren is leaning over her left foot because her right is sore from the impact, and I'm too dizzy to tell what happened. To tell what's happening. He looks from the indentation, to Ren, to my head, then back to the indentation. Then he shrugs and unlocks the door. Grab whatever you want to eat. I'll meet you in my room in a few minutes. I thought the thaw as we step inside. I can never look at the word thaw without, thinking someone's trying to say straw with a lisp. Ooh, he got the new Choco and Ice book! Is that like Fire and Ice? Or something? I don't know. I guess her guilt's worn off already. She scampers into Lucas's room and begins snooping around. I'm surrounded by 2D girls! La 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 la! Oh god, that's a okay, that poster on the left side is a school days one. Oh, Christ. Oh, that is definitely school days. I can tell by the uniform. I'm willing to bet half my soul for it. Oh look, there looks like a Klonoa one right beneath of it. This is heaven! Literally heaven! I escape from Rin before my soul gets sucked out of me. In the middle of the mess sits a cluttered desk with a glowing monitor. A glowing monitor. That we'll see next time on this. See ya, bye.